play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Amani Hooker, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 89 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me is how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Lazard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. They said the linebacker make the stop.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He'll buy some time right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go! The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Shifts, and now off to the races down the right right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 57 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 45.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start out with a run from Irvin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carrier. Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Packer
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titan 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
From the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
We dominate today.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.